Racing, round 6, Glen Helen, side-by-side ATVs. We got the hot action coming at you this weekend. Yeah, is it time for to crack a cold one?
Absolutely.
So I'll say, how was the race out there? Obviously coming back, battling with Mike. I know Evan, all you guys were battling back out there. How were you able to come on top of the box?
Yeah, man, I got a good start, like second behind Sloan, and we went into that first corner, and then we kind of got, held up, and then we pushed a little bit wide, and Spooner went around me and got into second. and I was on them for a second, and I just backed off because my bike was getting roosted real bad, and I didn't want to clog the radiator. So I just kind of watched what they were doing up in front of me, and they kept going for it. And Spooner was being real hard on his bike, man. The thing was smelling like clutch, and I knew that thing was going to go down. But I ended up passing him over here before that happened, and then I caught up to Mike, and then he just kind of bobbled in this left-hander before the straightaway, and I was already a gear ahead of him coming out of the turn, and you know, I got my wheels to the ground and just kind of pulled away. But dude, their bikes were freaking ripping today. I don't know what happened, but they were flying. And anyway, all in all, I had a really good day and a really good race.
Great job. Obviously, you came off. I believe you were chasing Evan there for a minute, and you blew it. No, you were chasing Bo. You came off the line, chasing Bo. How did you reel him? I mean, obviously holding on. I know Evan was pushing behind you. How did you feel during the race?
Beginning it just got a little tight, and then towards the end just loosened up a little bit better. I like the track. It was a little bit technical, a little bit different, but I just kept my pace up the entire time and tried not to fall back.
I know we talked earlier on the line, you mentioned your conditioning, staying in shape. Do you think that played a factor out here in helping you out, just being so hot and everything?
Yeah, it's like my second week back on the bike, so I'm pretty not in shape, but I'm still getting back in riding shape, but it's been awesome.
Outside, Logan, that was a tough battle. I think you came off in about the 4th or 5th position. You were able to, you didn't get a very good start, needless to say.
I got a horrible start.
Yeah, you got a horrible start. Managed to work your way back up into a 3rd place. How did you do it?
Yeah, so basically I just like put my head down. All I could do out there was really ride the best that I could. I felt super fast out there, and the quad was working really well. Yeah, man, I didn't even have my key turned on in the start, so I totally just rookied that one, and I lost like 10 seconds there. I spun out in the first lap, and then lost a few seconds there. Battled through the pack, and Devin Spooner ended up blowing his motor up, and dude, there was no way I was gonna reel him in by the time I was reeling him in, but it wasn't gonna happen. Unfortunately, I mean, unfortunately for him, he ended up blowing his motor up, but I fell into the podium spot with his mistake. So.
Well, awesome. Hey, that's a part of racing.
Yeah.
Congratulations. I know you said you had a new setup going on out here. How was it working for you?
Oh yeah, I was working super good. We just did some tuning in the pits over at PEP Performance on their dyno tune, and we ended up making 49 horsepower and a bunch of extra torque. I was pulling wheelies out of every corner, and the quad was ripping. It was super fast, and honestly, like everybody that I came up on the straights, I was able to probably at least pull on them, if not be able to make
All right, dude, I just got roosted in his face.
Typical production, caught, tracked down Kenny again, did it again today. How was the race? Obviously, I know you guys were riding really close there. Did you feel you were getting close to him, that you were going to be able to make that pass in those last 2 laps?
Yeah, for sure. The last 3 laps, I was getting closer and closer each time, but he was definitely going very fast, and when I caught up to him, we were catching up to the lappers, and that's when I knew I had to make the pass, because he was riding very good. And when I made the pass, I was very stingy with the lead and kept it. And yeah, it was a rough track.
Yeah, it was a hard-fought victory. Congratulations there, Billy, pull out the dual wins today for Production A, and then Pro-Am. Ricardo did it to you again, more likely. What happened there? How did you lead in almost the whole way, and then you faded on me?
Just ran out of gas. Couldn't pull it all the way through.
But hey, what lap did he catch you in? You pretty much you ran it wire to wire, didn't you? Pretty much the whole way?
Yeah, second to last lap, he caught up to me, and I just held on to his grab bar the whole time. I think we finished about a second apart, and just battled it out.
Yeah. That was a good race. Now, what do you do when you felt the pressure on? What strategy is going into your mind? Are you just trying to block him from getting around you, or are you just trying to hold on, just ride your race? Or are you more concerned about thinking about him trying to pass you?
Just riding my own race, keeping my lines clean, and don't screw up. Luckily, I was pretty successful in that. Just ran out of gas and couldn't hold him off for that long.
Well, awesome, great job on your 2nd place victory. Congratulations on a 3rd place victory here. It's good to see you on the box again. It's been pretty consistent about that throughout the year. How are you feeling after having the long layoff?
Feeling pretty good. I rode a lot, and I came back and felt good. Got a second place start, and I kept up a lot better than I did with Kenny and those guys than I have in the past. So that was cool.
Do you attribute that to anything? Have you been training or anything, any type of special? Why do you feel like you're able to keep up with them as far as previous times?
Just working on my fitness and getting the bike setup dialed in.
Doing a little Fergie, just working on your fitness, getting in shape.
Yep.
How are you feeling about the track? What were you up to during the break?
What do you mean?
Because we didn't see you guys from the skate till now. What have you been racing? Obviously, where you've just been riding?
I haven't done any racing, just riding, working on the bike, riding, and training.
Well, awesome. Well, it paid off with the third place victory here.
Going for it.